Your HubSpot is full with half-empty company records. They're missing their industry, they're missing if they fit your ICP, and the LinkedIn URL is missing on most of them. So that's why you ended up at these skills. 34 Claude Code skills that will do a HubSpot audit for you. To get the most out of these skills, you also need to connect your Baseloop with your Claude. And you can do it in one simple prompt. So if you haven't made your free trial Baseloop account, you go to the website, sign up for an account, and then go to here, copy the prompt, and I will show you right now in Claude Code how to easily install your Baseloop CLI with your Claude, and then you can run the skills with me together. And here we are in Claude Code. I just started a new session and I just pasted the prompt that we just took from the website into my Claude. And again, I already made an account in Baseloop. This is a 1-minute job. And now the CLI is being connected by Claude into Baseloop. And then what we will do in a second is we launch all the skills and we do a HubSpot cleanup audit. And then after this, we use the data that we gathered from this audit. We pushed it into a Baseloop table, and then we enrich the whole workflow, sync it back to HubSpot, make an autonomous system out of it, and we use the skills at full potential. It's fully installed. I only needed to authorize Baseloop once, and as you can see, I just gave it as a prompt once more. And in my Google Chrome right now, there is a connection where I allow Baseloop and the login is complete. And then as you can see, I just press login and everything is connected there. When you started your HubSpot audit, you will get 4 questions. What the scope must be for the audit that you want to do. Today we will go for data hygiene only, and I will say skip dedupe, skip deliverability, and only focus on what kind of how many companies are missing their industry. And then today, this is the audience. And I gave answer to the questions, and now the audit will start. What it will do is it will look for all the different tools that we need to focus on. So in this case, it's our HubSpot CRM. And what we will do is the agent will launch some sub-agents and going into your HubSpot and seeing what companies are missing their industry. And then once we made this whole audit, the companies that actually miss all their industries will be pushed into a Baseloop list. And there we can do some research with AI agents to find the relevant industry and update the CRM. You will see this in a later stage. We will now focus on what Claude is doing in our Claude Code chat. So as you can see, it now generated this whole summary and also an audit CSV. So the reports are written and we can look into it in the HubSpot audit. And also it created some numbers and in a table, and also what we can do to fix this. So you can either run this all, and you can also activate some more skills to do the cleanup roadmap. For now, what I want is I want a table in Baseloop to import all those companies that are missing the industry and make sure that they are being enriched. Also, if you want to have it in the CSV file, you can see just the numbers and you can share it internally with your team around what the audit did for you. And you can, of course, if you are using it as an agency, you can use this within the scope of your clients, what you can fix for the data enrichment part. And of course, this is only done on the industry missing. If you do a broader audit, you will get a much larger audit scope, and yeah, you will just have the insights visible of what is happening in your HubSpot today. So as you can see, it now made a whole plan to build this enrichment table in Baseloop, and I will go to the Baseloop table to see for yourself how this looks in our Baseloop environment, and it will look exactly the same in your Baseloop environment. Welcome in Baseloop. As you can see, our Baseloop platform is a spreadsheet tool, and all those different columns can be operated by Claude. And these are all the actions, for instance, a custom AI agent, or find leads at the company, or do some deep research with, for instance, the parallel AI research, or do some waterfall enrichment for phone numbers, email address. We even enrich personal email addresses. And you can all operate it yourself, but let Claude do it. So as you can see, it already imported 50 companies that just came out of this audit. And as you can see, they are missing their industry. And of course, you can always integrate more sources, and you can just use anything, any source to use as input in Baseloop. If you are a user of the skills and you're now working your free trial account in Baseloop and you want to have a one-on-one session with either me or one of my team members, you can activate the $4.99 subscription, and we make sure that we set up an end-to-end workflow running autonomously, built by Claude, but also with us, just how we did with Workwise, Chatbase, and Digital Genius and all our other clients. And we make sure that from end to end, we schedule a 60-minute call where we make this workflow happen for you. So just go activate the Pro license for 1 month, and we set it up together. As you can see, Claude is now building the different tables, and it will start running them shortly. And also to update our HubSpot again, of course, we created, or Claude created, a agent where we can write back to HubSpot. And I think, yeah, as you can see, it just started running it. And it's always testing on one record first, then seeing if it works, testing the following agent, etc., etc. And then it tests it on 10 records. So in a second, you will see 10 records enriched and being pushed back to HubSpot. And here Baseloop and here Claude run all the LinkedIn URL finders to enrich all the companies, and the industry is right there, and it can now push it back to HubSpot, and then you can press on auto run, and every day, week, or month you can set up a scheduled import, so every day at a certain time, and then you can, of course, automatically run this table, and you will make a system instead of a one-time enrichment, and just let Claude build everything that came out of your audit. And yeah, you can make those auto run up to date, where your CRM is up to date every day, week, or month of the year. So thank you for watching. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Also, if you've activated your Pro subscription, I'm more than happy to schedule that one-on-one meeting together, and we build your workflow one-to-one.